Hello everyone, today we're going to look at my new update for the Millennium SubDragon animation, and the big issue, the big deal about this update is that it's now all compatible with posers. So we now have poser files for all the same movements that we had for DazStudio. And with this new release, we have AniBlocks that come for the Dragon. So here's the website where you can purchase the animations. It's Medhu at medhuanimations.com, and of course I'll have a link below in the About section under the video. But so yeah, this is basically the new release, and I'm going to go over some of the parts in Poser and DazStudio. Anyone who purchased the product before, the animation set before this release, should have gotten an email to a new download link. Those new download links will last for the next month. So anybody who purchased it before should get those download links. If you do not, then contact me directly and I will send you the link. How do you load the animations? So there's two different sets of animations. We have animations for Poser and for Daz. So here we have the zip file, and I can right click. It's in my downloads folder. So let's imagine I just downloaded it from the website, and I right click, extract files, and it's going to give you some kind of dialogue like this, and extract them into a folder, probably in the same folder you're in. Here we go. So here we have our set, and we have my library. So this is my library, is the folder you would use for all your Daz, for installing the Daz stuff, and runtime is the folder you would use to install your Poser stuff, your Poser animations. So we're on my library, so we go to here, AniBlocks and presets, and I would simply, here's my library folder. If you can see the address here at the top. So there's my library, and I would just drag this into an open area and copy it, and it would copy right into the AniBlocks folder, right where it needs to be. And the same goes for presets. So we have presets right here. I can just go drag this presets into an open area into my library, and that'll work. And the same works for Poser. So we have my Poser location here. So I would go to my Poser runtime and my library folder. And here we have runtime, my library folder, and we have face, hand, pose. So we have face, hand, and pose. So we would just drag these into here and say yes to all this, but I'm going to say no because I already have it installed. So here we are in Poser with the Dragon loaded, and if we just go to our library here and we go to poses, we can go to, so here we have all the different things that I have loaded, all the different poses that I have loaded. And if we find Medhu in the group, so we click on Medhu and then SubDragon, and we have all the different folders that I have animations in. So we click on the action folder, and we have him eating. So if I just click on him, play the animation, there he is eating, and I can undo that, and here he is fire breathing. There's the fire breathing animation. So all the different animations that were also in DazStudio are now in Poser. So here we have all the different flying animations: take off, landing, fly, hover, just regular flying, fly, bite. And then we have a bunch of different poses. some sitting animations, tail poses, walk runs. So now we could undo the last animation and add in a little crouch walk. So there we have the crouch walk animation in Poser. And the last folder in the poses section for all your wing poses. And then if we go to the hands, we see we have all the dragon hand poses that I made. And in Poser, if you click on one of these hands, then you can do it to either hand. So this works, the claw hand works for either the right or the left, just with one setting. And if we go to, so that's for his hands. If we go to his face for his expressions, we have the whole set of dragon expressions in here. So you just click on these and they apply it to the animation. One thing that I should mention in Poser is the flying animation. So if we go to one of our flying animations, and let's just use the hover animation, and we play it, you'll see that the wings stop. See, that's not really my animation. The wings are stopping too soon, and that is because the limits set on these wings are way too low. So what you need to do is click on one of the wings. So let's get rid of this animation first. Back to default here. And we click on one of those wings. And then we go to our parameters tab. Click on setting or general. And you'll see your 3 axes. The one we want to change is up down. So we go to up down, we change the setting to, I always just go 180. So 180, oops, I hit enter before I did the other one. So I just go 180 for both of those, up and down, max, minimum and max. And I save that now. So we go to the other wing, go here, up, down, setting, 180, oops, 180, okay. Now we can go here, click on our hover animation, and it works perfectly. So I don't know why those limits are so low. I mean, I don't know how you could get wings to move like that if the limits are so low. But that's basically how you do it in Poser. And now we'll jump over to DazStudio. Here we are in DazStudio, and here we have the SubDragon. And of course we have the same problem, the same limits on these wings. So now you could do the same thing we did in Poser and just select one of the wings, go to your parameters tab, and here we have up, down, and then you would change the parameter setting. So these are set at 55, so I would change those to 180. But you can also do what I usually do with most of my figures before I start working on them. I expand all the different bones, then I select everything, and I go to Edit Figure Limits Off, and that turns all my limits off. And then I usually don't have any problems. Here, if we look at our Content Library tab, I'm already on the AniBlocks for the SubDragon. And as you can see, I just hover over and it plays the AniBlock for me. And I can switch between all these different AniBlocks. Here's the flying one. As you can see, the different animations we have for flying, and they're all AniBlocks. And of course you can go down to the bottom and find the AniBlocks here and then hover over them, just like that. Bite, fly, flying. So it's going to be a little jumpy because I'm recording. But those are the new AniBlocks for the SubDragon, and of course we have all the new animations in DUF files. So presets, poses, med hue, SubDragon, and now we have all the animations now in DUF files, and everything should be there. So I hope you enjoy this new update to the set and have fun with them. Have a good one.